And the Lord said to him, Enter the ark, you and all your house, for I have seen you to be just in my sight within this generation. From all the clean animals, take 7 and 7, the male and the female. Yet truly from the animals that are unclean, take 2 and 2, the male and the female. But also from the birds of the air take 7 and 7, the male and the female, so that offspring may be saved upon the face of the whole earth. For from that point, and after 7 days, I will rain upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe away every substance that I have made from the surface of the earth. Therefore, Noah did all things just as the Lord had commanded him, and he was 600 years old when the waters of the great flood inundated the earth. And Noah entered into the ark, and his sons, his wife, and the wives of his sons with him, because of the waters of the great flood, and from the animals both clean and unclean, and from the birds, and from everything that moves upon the earth. 2 by 2 they were brought into the ark to Noah, male and female, just as the Lord had instructed Noah. And when 7 days had passed, the waters of the great flood inundated the earth. In the 600th year of the life of Noah, in the 2nd month, in the 17th day of the month, all the fountains of the great abyss were released, and the floodgates of heaven were opened, and rain came upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and his wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, entered the ark. They and every animal according to its kind, and all the cattle in their kind, and everything that moves upon the earth in their kind, and every flying thing according to its kind, all the birds and all that can fly, entered the ark to Noah, 2 by 2, out of all that is flesh, in which there was the breath of life. And those that entered went in, male and female, from all that is flesh, just as God had instructed him. And then the Lord closed him in from the outside, and the great flood occurred for 40 days upon the earth, and the waters were increased, and they lifted the ark high above the land, for they overflowed greatly, and they filled everything on the surface of the earth. And then the ark was carried across the waters, and the waters prevailed beyond measure across the earth, and all the lofty mountains under the whole heaven were covered. The water was 15 cubits higher than the mountains which it covered, and all flesh was consumed, which moved upon the earth, flying things, animals, wild beasts, and all moving things that crawl upon the ground, and all men, and everything in which there is the breath of life on earth, died. And he wiped away all substance that was upon the earth, from man to animal, the crawling things, just as much as the flying things of the air, and they were wiped away from the earth. But only Noah remained, and those who were with him in the ark, and the waters possessed the earth for 150 days. Then God remembered Noah, and all living things, and all the cattle which were with him in the ark. And he brought a wind across the earth, and the waters were diminished, and the fountains of the abyss and the floodgates of heaven were closed, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters were restored to their coming and going from the earth, and they began to diminish after 150 days. And the ark rested in the 7th month on the 27th day of the month, upon the mountains of Armenia. Yet in truth, the waters were departing and decreasing until the 10th month. For in the 10th month, on the first day of the month, the tips of the mountains appeared. And when 40 days had passed, Noah, opening the window that he had made in the ark, sent forth a raven, which went forth and did not return until the waters were dried up across the earth. Likewise, he sent forth a dove after him, in order to see if the waters had now ceased upon the face of the earth. But when she did not find a place where her foot might rest, she returned to him in the ark, for the waters were upon the whole earth. And he extended his hand and caught her, and he brought her into the ark. And then, having waited a further 7 days, he again sent forth the dove out of the ark. And she came to him in the evening, carrying in her mouth an olive branch with green leaves. Noah then understood that the waters had ceased upon the earth, and nevertheless he waited another 7 days, and he sent forth the dove, which no longer returned to him. Therefore, in the 601st year, in the first month, on the first day of the month, the waters were diminished upon the earth. And Noah, opening the cover of the ark, gazed out and saw that the surface of the earth had become dry. In the second month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was made dry. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, "Go out of the ark, you and your wife, your sons, and the wives of your sons with you. Bring out with you all the living things that are with you, all that is flesh, as with the birds, so also with the wild beasts, and all the animals that move upon the earth. And enter upon the land, increase and multiply upon it." And so Noah and his sons went out, and his wife, and the wives of his sons with him. Then also all living things, and the cattle, and the animals that move upon the earth, according to their kinds, departed from the ark. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking from each of the cattle and birds that were clean, he offered holocausts upon the altar. And the Lord smelled the sweet odor and said, "I will no longer curse the earth because of man, for the feelings and thoughts of the heart of man are prone to evil from his youth. Therefore, I will no longer pierce every living soul as I have done. All the days of the earth, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, night and day will not cease."